Everybody, this is the second live markets trade log from Peter that I received. Well, let's have a look at it. I didn't go through, right. I didn't want to spoil the experience, so we're going to do this together now. Looking over it, I just see that he traded apparently two contracts, heating oil and interest rates future. And three trades, 10R, right? So that's basically a little bit more than 3R per trade on average. So that's fantastic, right? Now let's have a look. He did some mistakes, right? So let's have a look at the let's have a look about his trades. Well, if it spans over a couple of weeks, you just show the entry, right? And when it's done, well, you can show the entry shot again together with the exit shot. Now let's have a look here. 3R, it's an S1. Okay, so now he's trading higher time frames, right? And in the last trade log, it was like 5 and 15 second charts, I think. Now we're looking at an hourly chart, heating oil S1. Now let's have a look at that. Well, that's an S1, right? The test bar, well, it's not particularly exciting, right? It's kind of, I wouldn't call this a test bar because we've got a couple of other bars. This is even bigger, right? This is big, so it doesn't stand out. We have a very nice base. It would be good to draw that a little bit thicker so that it can be seen better. So this is basically, well, that's basically borderline, and then whenever this happens, well, I'm looking one time frame higher in the mid frame, and I want to see that there's a test bar, right? Well, this is basically, well, this is a big bar, right? It's not 100% super exciting, so there needs to be more to come in. Well, so what is on the positive side? On the positive side, we've got a strong test of the 21. This is good. 8 and 21 come together. Well, that's another positive thing, and we are basically in a strong trend in the mid frame. It's not required, but it's an extra bonus. Now here on the high frame, well, we're basically, well, I consider this a super trend, right? And its price is nicely sitting on 8. So that basically, well, that basically counteracts, right? Well, these are very good positives, and so this is fine for me, right, to accept this as a test bar. So this is a valid entry. By the way, here's a strong EMA trend, so it's in a full-blown trend, right, on these 4 time frames. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm not sure what that means here. There was a stop out and a re-entry, maybe. This is a double test bar, right? Like if the stop gets picked, well, that's a stop run on the other side, right? And that's actually good, as long as your stop is not getting too big. And I mean, we know what the momentum move is. The stop is still very small. I consider this a better pattern, and that's a re-entry, right? And it develops really nicely. So well done. Now this is an S1, okay, on the hourly again. That's an S1 short. Well, I can clearly see the S1 pattern is long stretched, nice series of stop run levels. Well, this is the test bar, right? This is the test bar. We've got some breakout activity. Okay, well, it's coming back to the 50 moving average, right? So it's basically going a step higher to find additional support on the overall way down. Well, it's testing the 21 again here, A21 merge, and then it's looking for the 50, and that basically then pushes prices lower. Well, that's a runaway market. That's an EMA trend, right? You can see it here. It's runaway. Well, it's crushing through the 200. Well, that's basically that's a momentum play, right? There's momentum in full force, and well, that's a super small stop in relation to what's going on here. It's not a swing trade, but you can rip off a good chunk of R's out of this, and this is basically what happens here. Well, it's becoming more and more. That's a stop run. At some point, it will end and come back. It seems like I don't know where the stop was, but that was a good stop out, right? Another big R. Now another heating oil, this time on the 15 minute. Okay, looking at this, well, that's a well below average pattern, right? We have three touches. It's not a very clear pattern. Well, this is a momentum move, right? I think, I'm not sure if we get 2-to-1. This has to be looked in a little bit more detail. If you get 2-to-1 reward to risk, you might or you might not. So the reward to risk is not very good. The pattern is below average. Now let's have a look at if there's something special going on, right? Mid frame is overall. Mid frame is an overall sideways. Well, we've got stop run levels right here, well, this is in a nice EMA trend, and that's basically super trending, right? I tend to let that go. Well, let's just see how that develops. Well, we had a big move. So this big move, where does it come from? Let's see. Well, this big move. So this is a consolidation. So what happened here is it basically did a momentum move and swing higher. Well, we had these swings here, right? Yeah, that was a little bounce, right? So we had this swing, so it basically duplicated this swing, and this was the pattern. It made a little bounce before breaking to a new high, right? Okay, well, this is a pattern, right? This is another pattern. So that's a pattern on the that's a pattern on one time frame lower, which is the 60-minute. So basically what we have here is a pattern. He's shown it. This is it, right? So what we have here is a pattern within a pattern. They can produce big R's, right? Because you have double pressure. The win rate is lower, but if it works out, in this case, this is a pattern on a 15-minute. You see it here within a pattern that has already executed on a 60-minute, within nicely trending and within a super trend, right? So it's basically that's what's happening here, right? We have got this huge move, well, that doesn't have swing potential. It's good to get out, and that's what happened here, right? With a great R result. So this trade requires a little bit more discretion, because the pattern itself, is not of that big quality here, the low frame pattern. I don't see the quality of this, right? If this is really good quality, well, it's basically a scale in, right? And this could be a pyramid, and that's basically a scale in trade into this. Like, if this is of really good quality, and it might actually be, because that's a super trend, well, then it's a different thing, right? Then you can trade lower quality patterns too. So you see, everything depends a little bit. There are many factors to be considered. Okay, there's one more. Okay, all right. So nice week. 3 trades, right? You don't need more than that. 10R, like 10R achieves your 2 monthly minimum R goal with 3 trades. So nice done. Thank you.